Mm. Okay, hello everyone, guys. Hello everyone. Good morning. How are you all? Good morning, everyone. My name is Afreen Azmat, and I welcome you all in today's session. So today we are going to discuss this topic, that is banking ethics and changing dynamics. This is PPB Module D, Unit 55. This is the last unit of this complete syllabus. Okay, so let's start discussing what are the banking ethics and what are the changing dynamics in the banking ethics. When we are talking about ethics and technology, right? So banking and financial services sector has been witnessing different changes and improvement in information technology, as you all know. So there are a lot of information and new technologies that has been introduced in banking and financial services, and you have seen a lot of improvements here. Okay, banking and financial services are very much improved because of this increasing technologies, right? Now, if we talk about the IT, IT has two aspects. Two aspects are communication and connectivity and business process re-engineering. Here, if we talk about the IT actually enables sophisticated product development. They actually help in the sophisticated product development. They actually helps in the better market infrastructure. They helps in the reliable techniques for risk control. They helps the financial intermediaries to reach geographical distance and diverse market, right? Now, if we talk about the contours of the three major functions of the bank, this is what? What are the three major functions of the bank? If we talk about the three major functions, first of all, they will provide access to liquidity. The first major function is access to liquidity. Second, transformation of assets is important. And third, the monitoring of risk. If we talk about the information technology, this has changed significantly the way organization communicate. This actually changed what? Significantly the way organization communicate and maintain a relationship with the internal as well as the external customer. When we are talking about the several IT based tools and applications, so several IT based tools and application like internet, email, mobile banking, digital channels, these offer excellent opportunity, and that too on a cost effective and personalized and interactive communication between a bank and the customers, right? So for establishing a very good and interactive and personalized communication between bank and their customer, there are several tools and applications which has been used, like there are internets and emails and mobile phones and digital channels. These all are used, which offers an excellent opportunities for cost effective, personalized and interactive communication, and this communication is done between a bank and its customer. Now, focus has thus shifted to adoption of latest technologies in banking, revolving around analytics and business intelligence to enhance their customer relationship management. When we are talking about role of ethics in technology as a bank, because see, as a bank you are responsible for collecting, storing and assessing the customer data information on a continuous basis. They have a primary moral obligation to prevent data leaks and data misuse, right? So this is the primary role of ethics. First of all, because as a bank, your whole thing revolves around the data. You have to store, collect, and access the customer data and the information on a continuous basis. So you know that what is the primary obligation of you? Primary obligation, because you have a lot of data of the customer, the primary obligation is to prevent any data leak and data misuse, right? When we are talking about the customer must be assured that their informations and data are handled in a secured and confidential manner, and thus you can trust and have a faith in a banking system. And this trust, how you can build this trust? Okay, this trust is built just How you can just build this trust? This trust and faith in the banking system has been built because of the technology, right? So customer must be assured that their data and information are handled in a secured and confidential manner for their trust and faith in the banking system. When we are talking about bank customers receive unsolicited market phone calls from various business enterprises like resort operation clubhouses. The IT department personnel shall be monitored to ensure that they do not leak any customer's data to outsiders, right? Periodical training should be held to impress that data leak is unethical. So regular training sessions should be there. Okay, that actually stress on the thing that the data leakage is unethical. You shouldn't be having the data leakage, and guilty employees should be severely dealt with, right? The two terms, financial technology and the regulatory technology, these has been coined. You know that financial technology is actually the delivering of the financial services through technology, whereas a regulatory technology is actually the technology using the software like RegTech. It actually helps to automate the regulatory compliance you have in the business environment, right? So when we are talking about the rules of ethics in technology, the primary objective is to prevent all type of data leakage and information from the bank side, and this is the primary obligation. So customers should have the assurance that their information is dealt in a very good manner, in a very confidential and secured manner for their trust and faith in the banking system, right? The IT department should be monitored to ensure that they do not leak bank customer data to the outsider. Periodical training should be there that data leakage is unethical. And two terms like fintech and regtech, financial technology and regulatory technology, has been coined. Fintech is actually the delivery and facilitation of the financial services, whereas regtech is actually the technology facilitating regulatory compliance. Clear? Now next, if we talk about the data securities. Data security is to define and implement procedures to ensure integrity and consistency of all the data electronic form, database, warehouse, and archive. First of all, data security is actually to ensure that all the data should be in a very secure form. Like there are database and data warehouse and data archive. These are in a very secure and integrated and consistent form to ensure that uniform data protection within and outside the institution. So, data security actually ensures the uniform data protection, and it can be within as well as the outside the institution. There should be secure storage of media. If we talk about the third thing, there should be secure storage of media. Control should include physical and environmental controls such as fire and blood protection. Limited access by means like physical locks, keypad, password, biometric labeling, and logged access. Okay. Next, if we talk about the bank needs appropriate disposal procedure for both electronic as well as paper-based media. So bank needs both disposal procedure, appropriate disposal procedure for electronic as well as paper-based media. If we talk about the bank should maintain security of media while in transit or when shared with the third party. When we are talking about the bank should encrypt customer account and transactions data, which is transmitted, transported, delivered, or couriered to the external parties or location, right? Now, when we are talking about the data privacy, yes, there is a report which has been led by the committee, and the committee was under BN Sri Krishna committee, which actually tells the 7 principles of the data protection. So, how the data protection works, this committee, BN Sri Krishna committee, identifies 7 principles in which there can be the data protection that can be done. Now, what are these seven principles? First of all, technology agnosticism means technology data or data protection laws should be very flexible so that they can be adjusted according to the changing technologies. Data minimization means data sort and process should be minimal as necessary. There should be informed consent. Consent is an express of human autonomy. Accountability, penalties for wrong processing, and enforcement of data protection. So these are the six principles: agnosticism, data minimization, informed consent, accountability, penalties, and enforcement of data protection. So these are the laws for data protection. The last thing is intellectual property. First of all, what is intellectual property? When you are creating an asset by using your own creativity or innovation, when you are creating any type of asset and this asset is actually created by using your own creativity, by using your own innovation, then it is known as what? Then it is known as the intellectual property. Then it is known as what? Intellectual property, right? When we are talking about the intellectual property belongs to a particular individual, and any unauthorized use of intellectual property is strictly prohibited. When we are talking about intellectual property, they can be in any form. They can become artistic work, symbol, innovative process, anything. Intellectual property is actually divided into two categories. There is a patent and there is copyright. Intellectual properties are actually divided into two things: patents and copyrights. When we are talking about the patents, intellectual property, patents like inventions and trademark and industrial design and geographical indications, these are the patents in intellectual property. When we are talking about the copyrights, there are literary work, film, music, artistic work, and architectural design. These can be the copyright. Intellectual property right is actually a formal mechanism which has been established for protecting your assets and property for any type of unauthorized use. So you just limit the use of this intellectual property by yourself, and no third party is allowed to use these assets. For this, there is a formal mechanism which is known as intellectual property right. This has been established. Now, the last thing is the patent. Patent is actually an exclusive right given for any type of invention. And patent is generally for a limited period. That is generally for 20 years from their innovation, right? So this is it. This is the chapter and this is the complete syllabus of your PPB. I hope that you have enjoyed this series very much. Now, if you want to learn the complete detail, these are all the ongoing batches in the Oliveboard app. See, we have different batches. We have DBF selection batch. We have the JIB foundation batch. We have started the new selection batch for the JIB examination also. We are coming up with the crash batch. We are coming up with the crackers batch. Okay, there are a lot of batches which are lined up, okay, in the Oliveboard app. So you have to do what? You have to just enroll yourself in any of these batches, and instead you have to go for each and every batch individually. There is a thing, you just enroll yourself in this JIB Super Elite all-in-one subscription, in which you will get the access of all the live classes and mock tests under one roof, right? So everything, English plus Hindi medium, plus every master batch, plus every JIB batch, plus every starting batch, capsule batch, everything is actually under this JIB Super Elite all-in-one subscription, right? So what you have to do, you just use this code START. When you are using this code START, right? This is the code. If you are using this thing, you all will get a flat 49% off on the JIB Super Elite all-in-one subscription. You will get a flat 49% off here. So thank you so much everyone for joining this session. If you have uh like whatever I have teach you, just please like and share the video to the maximum you can. And if you haven't subscribed this channel yet, if you haven't subscribed this channel yet, guys, it's a request that please subscribe this channel and press the bell notification icon. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this session. Take care, everyone. Bye bye, guys. Bye, everyone. Take care.